seasons times 20.
There's like 62 episodes, I think.
Okay, Google.
No,
give me a random number 1 through 62.
Yeah, you just set off everyone's Google Android phone. Because it's not. They're not all 13, right?
Give me a random number
So
1 through 62.
13, 13, 13.
So I think it's 62.
Okay, so what's 52 plus 16, 68?
Let's do some quick math.
Give me a number 1 through 68.
68. Wait, did you actually?
45.
45?
So that's season.
Oh boy, so 20. Oops.
Oh!
20 plus 33.
Oh my god, wait, did we hit the fly episode?
No,
did we hit it?
We did it.
No.
33 plus 13.
Wait,
what was that? 33?
39. The first few were 33. 13
Could you
plus
point a
13
little lower?
plus 13. Do the math. 13 times 3 is 39.
They're not all 13.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
oh.
7, 13. That's what I was
Oh,
trying to
so I did the math wrong then. I thought each season one.
62.
So 7 plus 13. What's the actual
The
math?
last one is 16.
Okay, so it's 13 times 39 plus
13 times 39?
39 plus 20 plus 16. 36 plus 39. 75.
I
You see that?
don't
Alright,
think
do that
that's
one.
right.
Go to the thing. Everyone, welcome to the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else? And someone else?
And someone else.
And someone else?
No, you're supposed to say your names. Don't let Tanner trick you. We're back with Blake and Ainsley, two fan favorites of the past month's episodes. Also favorite fans of the show. Blake
That's why they're fan favorites.
So
because they're fans of
while
themselves.
Tanner is crunching the numbers on which episode to watch, we're gonna do a this is kind of a special episode. We got a couple things going on here while Tanner points.
Season 3, episode 8.
We're gonna do
closing the fly.
in honor
No, we
of the
can't do
new
that.
Breaking Bad movie. We're gonna do a little commentary on one of the episodes. So
What about Blake's package?
we're trying to figure it out. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Now, Blake's got a massive package between his legs over here.
Yes, he's back.
Also, he's got a UPS box. So we're gonna be unboxing it while Tanner figures out which episode of Breaking Bad to
Alright, let's just watch The Fly. We were off by 2.
Alright, Blake, go ahead.
I would love to.
So describe what's going on here.
So I just got a package that I don't know where it's from or what it is.
Probably got anthrax.
We're gonna figure it out.
Okay. Do you actually not know where it's from? Where it is?
Well, it's from Pennsylvania, so I think it's from my grandma, but she's not even in Pennsylvania anymore, so I don't really know.
Okay.
We will see. I'm struggling.
And this could be anything. Give us a dimension. Ainsley, how big is Blake's package?
At least 3 inches.
Ainsley, go ahead. How big is this package?
Can't guess today.
I mean, if I had to, it's about maybe a little more than a foot long, right? And then about, in width, it's about 6, maybe 5 inches in width there. So yeah, that's what kind of popular. In depth, again, it's like 4 inches.
Wow,
It's probably the size of a shoebox, and it's actually just a
Boxers.
shoebox.
Doctor's shoes.
Yes,
Oh,
Docker shoes with more inside. So what do we got here?
We have a notebook.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow, this is full of good
A
stuff.
one-subject notebook.
What is that?
A taste of chicken soup for the soul.
No way.
Now, Tanner is very excited about this because he is from
I
the
used to read
South.
those books.
Really?
Actually, not really. I used to look at them. Think I
We
could
got some
read them.
sticky notes, some more sticky notes, some index cards, colorful or
Looks
some-
like just some index cards they had around the house that they just rubber banded together. Not really like a set that they bought.
That's true, yeah.
Okay,
Look at this. Is that a koala?
that's a cool.
That is my favorite animal. Fun fact.
Well, you didn't even know what it was. Okay.
I was just confirming because I didn't want to get all
My favorite
excited.
animal, perhaps?
Ooh, we've got a mini stapler. With
All right, there's so many
1,000
things in here. Blake,
staples.
we gotta pick it up so we can
Pick
see
it
the
up.
episode.
Highlighters, chocolate. That's the best part. More chocolate, more pens, pencils, some fake Cheetos. Martin's
It's a
cheese
hodgepodge
curls.
of someone who realized you were going to school and just throw their stuff in their desk and a
A
toothbrush.
toothbrush. Ooh, what is this? Some barbecue waffle chips. This is lots of good stuff.
I really feel like they emptied the junk drawer.
This is clearly the junk drawer from.
This is called
Your
a care
grandmother's house, I
package.
guess.
Is that a used pencil?
It's not. It's a brand new pencil,
Used
which is perfect because I'm out of pencil lead for all of my other pencils. Ooh.
Alright, well, let's
Hold
move
on,
on
hold on.
from. Okay.
This is a $5 Dunkin' Donuts gift card.
This is clearly just the junk. Someone's junk drawer.
that I will use everything in
Wait,
here.
did you find out
so-
who it's from?
Yeah, so it like I think
Was
it was.
there a note?
Is there-
Yeah,
it
orange.
says-
Well, it was addressed from that's not right. It was addressed from the church that my grandma goes to when she's in Pennsylvania. She has like a second house there she goes to.
Okay, so you're stealing maybe care packages that the church was giving out to students in need.
Students in need.
Yeah.
Am I not a student in need?
Well, I don't
I
know.
need some
Did you need
chocolate.
this? Okay. Anyway, we're gonna be watching The Fly. Which, if you want to watch along, we'll tell you when we're starting, in case anyone cares.
Oh, we can time it
We'll
out.
have to count it down.
We're
We're
watching
watching
on
on audio choice?
Netflix. I know, it's right. And so this is season 3, episode 10, called Fly. Tanner, give us a brief rundown of what we're going to be watching here.
So, The Fly is a long, tense night in the meth lab pits Walt and Jesse against a pesky fly that refuses to die no matter what they do.
Okay.
And that was just the Netflix summary right next to the episode. But The Fly is one of Breaking Bad's artistic episodes. It's less focused on the plot and more about. Stop!
I'm sorry.
We were moving the box.
It's more focused on the artistic elements of a TV show and maybe taking a little bit of a breather because I think the episode before it, some big stuff happened.
What is episode 4?
Maybe. Usually that's
Can you
what
just
we-
scroll up?
Okay, while we're here, Tanner, I did ask you to sit over here on the sofa.
Oh, yeah, I'm so
For
sorry.
audio reasons.
What are you talking to me
Oh, Blake just shifted now.
I'm trying not to, get too much of the show in the audio.
Well, this is a
obviously.
controversial episode.
Is it?
People love it or hate it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Okay, so the volume may fluctuate, but Tanner, give us a countdown.
Well, you press it,
Doesn't have
And
a
then-
screen, is it?
pause it now. So we're gonna start it in 3, 2,
And I just started.
and it just started on our screen.
I
Oh my goodness.
know.
Okay, so at this part you should be seeing a fly. If you see a fly, you're seeing Philip.
Let's see. I'm not sure what the volume is going to have to be for this to work. So.
I already.
Is it kind of quiet?
I don't know if it's naturally quiet.
No, I think you just turned.
Do you want
it
to just
down
put on
a little
subtitles?
Okay.
So that you can keep it.
Oh boy.
There we go.
We'll keep the intro
Don't-
in
yeah,
just in
don't-
case.
People don't skip it. What instrument is that?
Bongos?
Oh boy. Don't get it wrong.
So there's some symbolism in this scene. Yes, if you can see the shadow of the blinds painted on Walt's face, you can see symbolic of a jail cell. I don't know.
Oh, is the window open?
No,
The window is open, but
no, it's not.
well, never mind. It's just the way the hallway.
I can't tell what's the TV versus our sound.
So what's happened so far? He's not working for good.
I don't really remember where we are in the
2012.
thing.
Yeah, Blake, give us a recap here.
I honestly don't know.
All right, thank you, Blake.
Oh, Jesse.
Glad you can be a help.
Science, bitch.
Jesse, who's the new star of the star of the new movie, which Ainsley refuses to watch.
I'm tired.
Okay. Actually, it was Blake that couldn't watch it.
Oh,
So
but
why
they
is
are
this-
working for Gus
yeah,
right now.
Why does Walt look so uncomfortable?
What do you mean?
He looks very nervous.
I think it's just natural stance.
He's nervous throughout the whole series.
That's true.
In this business, you're never really.
I can't believe they even showed it on TV.
Oh, that's a little bit. In this business, you can't really.
This is supposed to be like.
You never really feel safe, right? You know the whole point.
We should have equipment maintainer guys. And water boys, you know? Yo, Gatorade me, bitch. Couple funks in here.
Did you know they were gonna kill Pinkman off the show, like in the second season?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, but they didn't realize he was so much of a hit that they
Yeah.
had to keep him on. And so I think after season 3, or maybe it was after season 2, they kind of laid out the rest of the show, right?
I don't know, but whoever came up with that
Vince Gilligan?
is so brilliant. Yeah, I forgot his name for a minute. Like, it just, everything just comes back again later, and you're like, how did they
I'm pretty
think of
sure
this?
at the end of either the second or third season, they pretty much, or at least, wrote an outline out for the rest of the series. So they knew they were going to go to 7 seasons or whatever. In
Oh,
that
see,
many
I'm going to
episodes.
discuss the ending of the entire thing, because, like, that's left open.
Well, we could have watched the last episode.
Yeah, but
and
we
wanted
We
to
gave
talk
you the
about
power to choose
Yeah,
the
but I
episode.
just saw it.
And then you never even chose one. You just let Tanner do it. Who was a late minute addition
would
to
you
this
let me
because
do
he
that?
happened to be in the apartment.
Yeah.
And also he felt bad about not being on the last 2.
I felt horrible. I was
He's
just
coming in.
filled.
You are in the last 2, but
I was in the last 2,
in
but
the
it just
last in the last
briefly,
second.
very briefly. So make sure you guys listen to the end in those last 2. If you haven't,
Just
make
listen
sure
to
you
the
go
Tanner.
through just for me.
About evaporation.
We would account for this much. The materials aren't helping.
Drops.
So young.
Like cold beer.
Who?
Aaron Paul.
Oh, what about the crap that gets left behind?
He looks like the guy from the Mayhem commercials. Mayhem, like me.
I'm pretty sure it looks the same throughout the series.
No. Okay, well, if you
For the
see, like,
most
the
part.
ending episodes versus this.
For the most part, I think he looks pretty similar. Blake,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
there you go. 2 to 1.
So are there
Sorry.
rules on Anchor.fm that we can't have 10 seconds of unadulterated just copying from Breaking Bad?
Unadulterated.
Just like you can't let a clip play in its entirety. Kind of like YouTube's like
It's not an anchor thing. It would be just a general copyright thing.
copyright. So do we have to talk every like 10 seconds?
Well, I don't think
Because
you can
YouTube,
really
you
hear
can't
it.
show over 15 or 10
We're also
seconds.
not showing it. It's just the audio. First
But
of
isn't
all.
there
Still
still
copyright.
copyright, right?
It is in a way, but we're also not
I
there.
mean, I
We don't
made you
adapt
freak
to the
out. I made you
audience.
turn the volume down.
No, I
So
turned
just
it on
guys,
once.
make sure you talk every 10
I
seconds.
turned it on once, but for one thing, but we should be fine. It's not catching up. It's not catching much of it.
Really?
The point of those copyright laws is like you don't want to be able to just watch that content
Instead of
the original.
Well-
one. You wouldn't be able to
Okay, but
just listen
take-
to this comedy
take-
track
take-
and understand the whole show.
Okay, but take for instance a blind person. If you had recorded this episode on this podcast, they would get the same experience
But they are not.
as if they had watched it.
The
Look,
fly
it's
is
fly.
here.
Fly has first
On the
appeared,
paper.
and Ainsley's going to go into the symbolism of it.
Oh, shoot. I looked it up, actually, when I first watched the episode. Because I didn't understand it.
It's the elusiveness of life that he's been chasing after. I don't know.
What if it's just a fly? You know, what if it's not? a
What if it's
symbol?
just part of his imagination?
Everyone know who directed this episode? No?
Who directed it?
Yeah. Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson, director of Star Wars Episode 7, 8, 8, is it 8?
Mhm.
That's right. Okay.
And what else?
And
Looper.
Looper, yep.
And? Upcoming. In November. I think. Knives Out. Blake's looking up Knives Out right now, or he's just going on Snapchat. Who knows?
Let him
do
on
it.
Snapchat. Smile, Daniel.
Oh no, this is not. This is a podcast. Blake. Only do it if you're promoting the episode.
I can promote the episode.
Huh?
I can promote it.
Of course, to your grandmother's church.
Oh yeah. They would all listen to it, I bet.
Does she? She's not in Pennsylvania anymore.
She's not, no.
So does she travel to Pennsylvania just for church?
No, she goes like for a couple months over the summer and then goes back
And
east.
she's not. She doesn't go like once a Sunday, like every Sunday or something.
She commutes to church every Sunday.
Don't
to
she lives in
Pennsylvania.
Texas now?
Yes.
Yeah, closer to you specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm promoting the Experience podcast.
You didn't say how to check it out.
So what are we on? We're on
So we are on. That brings me to
Spotify.
mind. Hey guys, if you're
Yes.
listening, you're listening hopefully on Anchor.fm because that sends money right into our
Well,
wallets.
anywhere it sends
Well,
money.
anywhere.
Do you
Oh,
actually
really?
get money?
Yeah, we do get money. I'll show you the money afterward.
I was gonna say, how much?
It's a lot. We make a lot of money.
It's not an insignificant amount.
Not.
It's a tangible amount.
There's a tangible.
Isn't it like a cent per person?
Yes, a cent per listen, basically.
How many listeners do you even
A
have?
lot.
I'm not
There's
at
a
liberty to
lot
disclose that
of
information
people.
on air.
You can
So-
say a lot.
If I
Can
were to
you
go
see
listen
it
to it
per
over and
episode?
over again,
Huh?
if I were to go listen to it over and over again, would you make a lot of money?
I mean,
Or is it
technically,
every
yes.
separate listener?
Oh, like unique listeners? No, I think if you listen multiple times, it just.
So, like, what's your most popular episode?
Is it still Joe?
Recently. What is the most recent episode? There's one I did. I pulled it out.
Just a heads up, the fly is on the shoe, which is hanging from the ceiling, which is now not hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, Blake,
Now-
that's a narration.
That's where we should be synced up. If you haven't seen that,
And now Walter White is standing on the edge of the railing.
he looks right.
Recently, there was a huge spike in one episode. What was it? Oh, the Texas one. Blake's
Of
episode.
course.
Is
No.
I got all the
smashing.
Texans
No
to watch
way.
it.
Blake's episode is smashing the ratings.
Oh, Walter
Oh.
White just died? No.
Halfway through the series.
Although he is in the same location that he ends the series in.
Whoa, stop spoiling for all of our listeners.
Big
Ainsley.
spoiler.
Ooh, Walter
Why'd
White
you
is
spoil
not
like
looking
that?
so good.
Sorry.
Why?
But yeah, Blake's episode has done very well.
Am I allowed to look at how
I just
many-
closed it out.
But why?
I'll just tell you with hands.
Whoa! 2
Oh, wow.
million people.
Actually, it's more than that. It's double that because YouTube has a bunch too.
Oh, okay.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, we're on YouTube as well. On Tanner. Where else?
So you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor.fm/the-experience.
If you go to that, if you go to the Anchor link, you can access the other places. So if you want to listen on
So-
Apple
I
Podcasts,
only listen on Spotify.
Spotify,
hard
you go
to
to
find on
Anchor.fm/.
Yeah, if you search it, it doesn't show up.
But if you
It
go to the
doesn't.
link,
Anchor.
if you go to the link,
Anchor.fm/the-experience.
there's literally a button that says "Listen on Spotify."
Or YouTube, Google
It's
Play.
foolproof. Tanner was able to do it yesterday.
Yep. I prefer listening on Anchor.fm/the-experience. You can also find us on Castbox and NetBean.
No, Podbean.
Podbean.
Nice try.
Sorry, Podbean listeners.
Now, Ainsley's going to get into the
At
significance of
this
the
point in
cigarettes.
the episode/series, does he have that cigarette with like the rice in?
Was that it?
I don't know if that was what they were indicating there, or if this is too early for that.
I think that's it. Yeah, so Ainsley's going to talk about the science here of this, actually.
Do you understand it? You're a mechanical engineer, so you should probably understand that.
Positive pressure?
Positive what? Pressure. I've turned the ventilation up.
The ventilation is up.
Outside out. There's a contamination.
Oh, contamination.
Oh no.
Whoa, hey, hold up. Something got into the lab. So, what do we do? I'm doing... Wait, are you sure we'd be wearing masks? No, I've been kind of...
Why doesn't he, and maybe this is a dumb question, why doesn't he go outside and get a fly swatter or something?
Because at this point, it's a symbolic of.
I understand that. That's why I said I
Also, they're kind of hiding.
Also, it's a lot
You
more
can
fun
bring
to
a
make your-
fly swatter anyway. That's
Yeah, but
No,
they're
no.
not supposed to be down there, and they like snuck their way in there with the workers earlier.
Oh, that's right. They have to sneak in. Well, they can still get a fly swatter. Jesse clearly just left.
I
He
don't know.
was outside in his truck.
Why, like, what do you mean? What? How? Like, one fly? Singular? What'd it do? It got into the lab and I'm trying to get it out, okay? Understand? No. Man, not really. I can't say that I'm really following you here. Dude, you scared the shit out of me. When we say contamination, I mean, I'm thinking like a Ebola leak or something. Oh. Yeah, it's a disease on the Discovery Channel where all your intestines sort of just slip right out of your butt.
Thank you. I know what Ebola is.
Blake, talk about Ebola.
I don't have much to talk about.
Ebola.
That's
There's a
okay.
couple scares in 2017.
Was it in
Nurses.
2017?
Yeah.
Well, there was one in Dallas, so that was relevant.
Oh,
because
Texas. Yeah,
yeah.
of course. Go Texas.
That's all.
That's all you
It's
got?
not a Texas, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's contamination, and that is in no way indigenous to the lake. Okay? So, in terms of keeping our cook clean and our product unadulterated, we take this very seriously.
Now, Tanner, you're familiar with how the product would be chemically
Yes.
changed with a fly.
Well, Jesse's about to make a good point.
Lightsaber,
Wait, I think he says
swatter,
you're kind of crazy. Kind Hey.
Hey, what happened to your...
Oh no, he doesn't say here then. I think they're arguing about whether the importance of or the presence of a fly really taints the product that much compared to, you know, like Walt's like, we gotta make sure it's perfectly clean, but then, you know, Jesse of course is like, it ruins people's lives. It's like a super destructive drug. It's literally like poison. Who cares if there's a fly? It already, you know, kill people. So it's a pretty dirty drug, is what he argues, and he says that very eloquently. I think so. Or maybe you already said it. I don't know.
Can't really hear.
I'm sorry, Ainsley. I can turn it up a little bit.
No, it's only a copyright.
But you'll need to talk more.
We'll need to talk every 10 seconds. So.
Do you have a charger, Daniel?
Oh my goodness. What kind of phone do you have?
No iPhone.
Y'all don't have iPhones?
No. Android game.
That is not, I thought you had that adapter, so. Tanner.
Hello?
Don't worry about it.
I don't have an iPhone.
Can't believe
Were
it.
you here all night?
Well, you'll just have to figure it out.
Have you even slept?
Are you desperate?
Just look, I'm
I mean,
fine, okay?
No,
Just
I mean,
please
I don't
focus.
really need it.
Well, if you keep Snapchatting, you might need it.
Yeah, that's why I have to stop Snapchatting.
Oh, I see now.
Look, we're running late, so let's just get started, shall we? The sooner we do it, the sooner we're done. Yeah, I know. Whoa. What are you doing? Turn the alkaline. Have you not heard a word I said? No cooking until this fly is dealt with. Have I been speaking to myself? The timer went off, yo. How long is this batch gonna be good for? An hour or two? The batch will be good for nothing if we don't clear the contaminant. Clear the contaminant. We're making meth here. Right now,
Okay, here's the line. Tanner likes.
nothing until we catch this fly. What fly? Alright, where the hell is this fly? Not like I've even seen the thing. Maybe your positive pressure blew it out the door or something. No, it is here. It is around, okay? He's around. And I'm not going to expose this batch to the open air and contamination, period. Now, you can leave me to deal with this myself, or you can help me. But you are right. We are running out of time. So I need your answer
So,
right
Tanner, why don't you get into the symbolism of Walter White having two buttons open?
He's slowly becoming unhinged. In
Mhm.
case that wasn't evident.
There you go.
Tick tock. No.
So, Blake, what are the ways to expose a fly, or like to catch a fly? I mean, I know in Texas you guys deal with flies a lot.
What are you trying to say about Texas?
I know nothing. I'm just trying to stick Texas into the sentence.
I mean,
you care more. Okay.
So what do you do?
How do you catch a fly?
How do you catch a fly? That's a good question. I don't know. Ainsley, any comment?
Oh wow.
You don't
Pass
have
it
to catch
on.
flies.
I don't remember the last time I caught a fly. It's kind of like
Did you? I highly doubt that you caught it between your.
I know. I actually did the other day.
You
I was
can.
really proud of myself.
There's like the old grandpa trick they don't teach you. If you clap like right above where a fly would fly. So say you clap perpendicular. Say there's one on the wall.
You good visual
You
use
clap.
for the podcast.
You clap perpendicular to where the, or I guess maybe parallel to where the fly would go, because the fly flies away from the wall. So if you clap right above it, it senses your hands moving, and it has to jump off the wall to go anywhere. So you just clap right
What if
above
it's
it.
on
So,
the wall?
so how come if it was on the wall
Yeah.
and you were coming at it like this, how come that wouldn't work too?
Because it'll go out and out.
But it would just go straight out if you're saying if you come off the wall, right?
No, that won't catch it. You gotta touch it like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with moving the wind in a certain way. I don't know. But it catches him. It's like
Really?
the old grandfather trick that if you want one of those crazy grandfathers, they're used to like
So you're saying if it was sitting right here on the microphone, I would just clap right here and I would catch it?
Yeah. It works.
I mean, those claps are staying in.
Ooh, it's
Ooh,
getting
it's getting physical.
intense.
Hey, that was the line.
Here's a Reddit post.
Just
I'm trying to look like around.
Tanner doesn't care.
Stir quite the air.
Uh-oh.
I also like how he's touching the thing that's corrosive.
You want me to get it?
Clap away from the head.
Yeah, clap away from the head.
Now he knows how to do it.
He's gonna slap the head and he's gonna miss the fly and just like knock
What-
out Walter.
What an idiot.
I know. Everyone knows that you clap away from the head.
But see, Tanner, you don't know where the fly is going to fly. That's the issue.
Something about creating Reddit is anything to be trusted.
Yes. Everything on Reddit is factual.
He's clapping the flare. It's possibly the air current. Apparently, people don't really know how it works.
Beat it with the fly swat.
I think so, yeah. Where is it? Oh no, what's the matter? Harris, I got it. Ah, Jesus, where is it? It's, right there. Look.
Hmm.
Look. See, I told you I got it.
Nope.
Look, I definitely got
Why are there raisins in the lab?
And why is he more worried about a fly than a raisin? What's the difference?
Raisins are huge contaminants in the meth world.
Well, but like, that means someone, which is just the two of them, right, who have been in the lab, was just snacking on raisins one day.
In a meth
can
lab.
work-
In a meth
And
lab.
just spilled some and didn't care.
Yeah, which, if there's one there, who knows where the other ones are?
In the meth.
Fine. It's a major problem for us. It will ruin our batch. And we need to
Are they the only two characters in the entire episode?
Yeah, that's the point.
It's a weird bottle episode.
Yeah. So Tanner, go into the details of what a bottle episode is.
Bottle episode is where, by some contrived circumstance, the main characters are forced to,
Or any characters.
or any characters, whatever, are in some enclosed space by that weird circumstance and have to fight or eventually resolve some tension that's been going on throughout the season.
All in the
They
same
gotta air
space.
their dirty laundry, and then it resolves at the end of the episode, typically.
I feel like it's just a filler though.
It can be. It can be used as like a budget reason if you don't have enough money to
air, it would help us come up
pay
with
for
a plan
locations for the full season.
and come back down here and subtract his ass.
So Ainsley, what's going on now?
They're walking upstairs.
I meant plot. Okay.
Oh, the positive pressure release.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah, yeah.
You have your keys?
Oh.
Sure. Last thing we need is to get locked out.
Ooh.
You're not gonna help it. Stay out of my way.
Oh.
So you just locked Jesse out?
Now it's not a bottle episode, I guess.
There's your other characters.
I can use Alaxo. Alaxo. Alaxo.
Who's he looking for?
He's
El
looking for an
Axo.
axe
Oh, he's
to
looking
bust
for
back in. That's a bit racist of you, Ainsley, to think that that would be a person.
In Texas, we become familiar with lots of Spanish words.
Of course,
Oh,
of course.
you bilingual?
I would not say that.
He's familiar lingual.
Exactly. There's two flies on there.
What?
That's a bolt.
Poor Walter. There, he kept the podcast.
So
episode
what's the
clean.
significance of this lighting change that we've just seen?
It's very ominous.
It's red, first of all.
It's for artistic purposes.
It looks cool.
Ainsley, why don't you describe it?
Oh.
What do you think the
do you-
significance is?
I mean, I know there's the whole significance throughout this series of Walt and Red. Because, you know the whole scene, he's like, I am the one who knocks? He's like, he is the danger.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that scene? I don't remember what season that was. But it was like his shirt darkened. It went from like a light red to a dark red or something. And I was like, oh, we got a parallel here.
Yeah, like yours was working.
And there's the fly swatter.
No. Look, we're trying to decontaminate. You don't decontaminate by contaminating further. What the hell is all
Yeah, a
this?
couch down there?
This is like the break room, you know? Where you would eat the raisins.
Yeah, baby. Got pheromones. All right, I gotta follow.
Where you would think you would eat the raisins, but really they just eat it in the middle of the lap.
Exactly. Well, where you should eat the raisins is what I was getting at.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, you gotta go all out.
It's supposed to symbolize that he's truly lost it.
Mm-hmm.
This just looks like depressing party streamers.
See, they have a coffee maker in the lab, too.
So that's not contaminating?
No, that's the thing that the other guy made, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Gale? Is that his name?
That's quite a bit.
Just, leave it be. Traps are the worst. Pheromones are supposed to kick ass.
Did you put the cream and sugar in?
Just do it.
You ever, like a wild animal, trapped in your house? We did.
Does he have a prosthetic? Oh.
Back when
Who?
Or is his face really that wrinkly?
Who? Brian Cranston?
Brian Cranston, yeah.
He
Did they
is
enhance
pretty.
that?
He is pretty
They
wrinkly.
could do makeup.
Yeah, but I don't know if they do or if that's just like him.
They probably do
You
make
probably
it.
make it for sure.
What's up with that? When I was coming up with shit.
We got right further, close up.
The whole possum sound like he's Irish or something. Why we gotta go change
Yeah, that looks like makeup.
everything?
I don't think it's a prosthetic.
Big rat, just giant pink out rat, or pink rat faces, totally freaky, alien rats. Actually, it's not so much that he got trapped, but he was living there, under the house.
Although I do like how they keep the scars on Jesse pretty consistent in the episode.
Always scurrying
Well, they probably shot this all in one day, right?
outside at night.
I doubt it. Usually,
Ryan
a
Johnson's
single
gorilla-like filming.
usually
this.
they'll shoot this over like a week.
A week?
Like an
I feel like a
episode.
normal episode would take a week, but this, like...
Or do you think?
Ryan Johnson's a perfectionist.
Yeah, but you're doing so many takes.
But also, like, half the shots don't have them in it.
Are you saying there's a lot of B-roll? Well, there's a lot of shots like this where it's just one take. Like, right?
Point that you
Camera hasn't cut in like 15 seconds.
total bitch. Took it out.
So
Guy came.
they probably had to run through this a few
There's
times.
all these traps.
Is it significant at all that those barrels in the background have flies on them?
That's just
Those are not
that's the name of
flies.
their meth, right?
Believe it.
That's the
I thought they put it in
they were
chicken.
making. That was Gus's.
So here, the thing.
I don't know.
Those look more like butterflies to me.
She started keeping
Yeah, they're not flies.
Those are flies. They got
I think
one.
they were yellow jackets or something like that.
Oh.
fame on the board. Now I even gave it a name. Scrabble. So that was it. Scrabble, just knock it off. bang, bang, bang. God, like that. For the end. They're obsessive. About stuff. Mad. About stuff. We didn't know what was up. It wasn't like her to, you know what? It turned out that the cancer spread to her brain, and that was why. Metastasized.
I feel like we haven't talked in a
I know.
minute. So
This is probably gonna be
hello.
Well, 'cause
We're
it's
still
like
here.
it's zooming slowly in on his face.
Well, go ahead.
So that means
Ainsley, talk about
there's
it.
some literary importance here.
Is there? Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
He, Jesse's talking about
Stressing
metastasizing cancer. Well, obviously has cancer.
a
Coincidence?
lot better after that.
What?
I think he was talking about how the cancer metastasized. I forget. Was he talking about an animal or
I thought he was talking about a kid.
or his kid? Okay.
He's now a kid though.
He's talking about someone, I think, or some animal, and how it made him slightly crazy because the cancer metastasized to their brain.
Okay.
Well, has cancer, is going crazy. Perhaps that means it has metastasized to his brain. What type of cancer did he have?
Mm.
It didn't.
Ainsley?
Who? Walt?
Yeah,
Lung.
lung cancer.
Yeah, because he's like coughing up blood and stuff.
Okay.
Great. That's great.
Is the fly supposed to stick to those sheets?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
supposed to fly into it.
Yeah.
Well, they're sticky. They have sweet stuff that attracts flies.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like fly food.
It's the same stuff that gets Tanner into the kitchen at night.
Sugar and water on paper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the filtered water. It's pretty good. I say. I had low expectations because normally filtered water tastes weird.
What?
Really
You
the
filtered
best
the water.
Yeah, it's just a
Tanner
good
didn't filter it
filter.
himself.
I know, but like it's still it's
You're welcome.
because I need tap water after here. It's pretty bad. So
The water in Georgia is a little weird. Or Atlanta, I should say. Not like Texas water.
also
Tastes worse.
unrelated, but apparently the Big T in Chatteria has gone missing.
And what?
Trattoria in West Village.
Oh yeah, there's several like big T's in West. That
Yeah, so that one's gone.
What's
now.
that one that
I don't know. I can't recall.
that episode was just out?
I have nothing to do with this.
Which one did you steal?
I
Allegedly.
have nothing
Allegedly.
to do with this.
Allegedly.
It's on air.
Did you see that someone put a piece of paper with a T drawn on it
Someone
in
on
place of
subreddit.
it? And then someone
Place of the
stole
one you
it.
stole?
Like, if you're curious, listen
Allegedly.
to these episodes.
Okay, I'll have to go back.
It's called stealing a tea.
It is called.
Allegedly,
Which T did you allegedly steal?
It's on
I
She doesn't have to
allegedly-
answer. She didn't have. she
It's on the
doesn't have to answer
podcast.
that.
I think it's exactly.
I was
I
present
represent Ainsley.
for 4 of them.
Yes, you saw someone else.
I saw
who
people
we won't
steal
call out on air,
4.
unlike Ryan, who just calls out someone in the first.
I
10
listened
seconds.
back.
I
and
need to
was
go
like
back and watch
counting.
that episode then, clearly.
Yeah, that episode.
You haven't
was
watched my
awesome.
episode?
I haven't.
Oh, it's interesting.
Blake.
When have I had time to watch your
That hurts.
episode?
You watch it
Ryan
between
said Tanner
classes.
wasn't attractive. It's a very controversial episode.
Really?
Yeah.
I said you were attractive when I
Thank
was
you.
asked that question.
Thank
Yeah, he was the first one, so it wasn't even the first one to ever answer the question.
I answer the question every day.
Of course.
I love how we weren't watching for a good like couple minutes there and nothing's changed. They're still just
So that's the point of a bottle episode.
Yeah. No,
It's the scenery doesn't change, but the characters
their emotions.
and their emotions are coming to the forefront, and that's what's changing.
It's just like
Dialogue.
Walt is now in the foreground.
Mm-hmm. Nice cinematography. Nice notice of the cinematography.
yeah. Who was? I don't know.
What the
In this episode?
cinematographer? Let's see. What is Google say?
Oh, I have to tell Richard. subbing for me, so I need to.
The volleyball anymore?
The basketball game on Sunday. Why did we need a separate group meet for this podcast episode?
Yeah, I was in
Yes,
your
I have to
house.
leave that. I just wanted to communicate, okay?
Okay. You can just message me or Ainsley.
I just
We'll group.
It wasn't a very productive conversation either.
What?
It was
It
like we were
did
meeting.
not have to be.
When are we meeting?
I just figured if I asked Daniel, he'd be like, I don't know. The time
What are you talking about? I already told you.
No,
This is an official
you.
thing.
You did
This-
the right thing.
Did I not say?
I feel it's how
Where
to
did you
how to
think
communicate.
We're gonna go.
I have.
Well, last time
Last
when
time I
I
wasn't
recorded
in
with
here.
him, we were at Ariana's place.
Yeah.
Oh,
To be fair.
okay.
To be fair, and then the time you should have known was 3. But you've also been here before, so.
That was a long time. I don't even remember. I didn't remember that it was in this building.
Okay. Ainsley, what are you talking? You were here like last week.
I was. I knew where I was going.
Well, chill. You were here last week.
That's what I'm saying. You were here last week. He was here 2 months ago.
2 months.
That was
Were you
the
here 2 months
second.
ago?
That was
a
the
month
week,
and a half ago.
week
Yeah.
after band camp or something like
We
that.
did the fantasy draft here.
Oh, fun.
That's the last time he was here. I think.
Mhm.
I don't see anything. Plus, it's a long walk for him.
Hey, you live in East?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Smith.
Oh.
Yeah.
I stayed there for Facet.
It's
It
the
was not
farthest possible
fine.
you could
It's
live.
fine. It is literally fine.
It's
It
fine.
really was. So, back in your day, where did you live?
I lived in Smith.
You didn't.
Look, okay, everyone who doesn't live in Smith
Thinks it's the
thinks
worst.
it's horrible. Everyone who lives in Smith says it's fine.
You guys have a good community there?
It's not like you wake up and there's just like
It's no. I like it better than a
You're
lot
in
of
the
other
middle of
clubs
the
that I've
forest.
seen.
Fitton's pretty nice.
Isn't it from the 50s and it hasn't been renovated since?
It has been renovated since. That's crazy.
Okay, probably
Every building on
1980.
campus has been renovated since like 2000, basically.
It's perfectly fine. Like I don't
You
mind.
could, they're not like they won't hide that. You can look it up. Smith Residence Hall will tell you exactly what it is.
Alright, you seem to be looking that up for me.
I'll pull it up.
Okay.
I like it a lot actually.
I mean, it's not like I like it a lot, but
Okay,
like
well. I
you don't
mind
hate
it
your
at all.
life. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
hate your life when you live
Yeah,
there.
you probably do. Where do you live?
Fitton.
Fitton? Oh, that's west. Yeah, okay.
It's
It's probably a lot
It was
better.
built. It was
So-
built in 1947. It was renovated in 93.
Not 2000.
Okay, but what? It's different than 19. Like
How
with
old was
recent
how old was
renovations.
1993? 26 years ago. That is a
20
quarter of a
4
century.
years ago. Is he 6?
93 is what the thing
Oh
said.
yeah, no, it's 27.
So 26 years ago. That's over a quarter of a century.
Okay, but it's also less than half of it. I mean, like it's 1993. There's plenty of houses that are built in 1993.
Yep, Fitton was renovated in 2012.
That are 26 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get one of
2012 versus
Get you one that's been
1993.
renovated.
But when was your house renovated?
2016.
Really?
What, which current one?
I'm
Well,
just
my
saying.
parents,
I'm
they
just saying.
built a
Like
new house.
1993 is
They built a
fine.
new house.
It's not
It's
like
perfectly fine.
it's not like modern. What's the word? Modern housing guidelines or
Sure,
affected by
yeah.
that. Yeah. Or,
Ainsley,
it wasn't built in the
What floor
1800s.
is
Like
this
people make it
one?
seem like.
What?
What kind of floor?
And like
is
you
it?
said never been renovated too.
Carpet.
It's been renovated.
See,
several
I get
times.
wood like that, and it's actually great. So,
Is it?
It's better if you
and
have.
then I have a nice like rug on it, and it's. I would prefer that over carpet anyway.
Yeah, because with the rug you can customize it.
And with hardwood, it's easier to clean
Yes,
crud
that's
out of it.
for sure.
Way
Blake spills a
easier.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
I want a
And-
collection of
and
like those turf.
You can't.
shirts.
It's
Stupid
hard to
turf.
get throw. It's hard to get throw out of.
And Blake throws up a
Yeah.
lot.
I'm sure. I'm sure. If there's a good place to throw up, it's on a tile floor. That's what I had my freshman year. I didn't throw up on my floor, though. But if there's any place to throw up and to have a freshman year, I think it's
But you
Tile
know, it's a
floor.
good location for certain things,
Yeah,
obviously too.
like
I can. So I
You have
got.
2 dining halls
Yeah.
as opposed to 1.
I've not
That's
been to
true.
either of those.
Exactly.
You've only been to one.
Exactly. That's his point.
well, how far do you have to walk to get here?
Yeah, but if we were meeting in Smith, how far would you have to walk to get there?
So Galleria now.
Oh my goodness. Also, there's a bus. Like if you really need it,
It's a lot closer to like Central Campus than
it's
here.
closer to like Tech Square.
Yeah,
It's closer to the stadium. So for after games, you just walk
yeah,
across the street.
yeah. And like all my classes are in like,
MARTA
Bluff
station?
and all that. It's
The Mars
So I
station.
guess it's good for freshman year because we're on.
Yeah.
The Mars station. Well, I mean, it's good.
Point is, it is perfectly fine.
Inhabitable.
Also, people complain. People who don't live there hate the showers, and people who do live there
It
don't
was-
really
It's
care.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
literally fine. Like,
Yeah, but when you go to Facet and you like don't know
Well,
anyone
that's because-
and no one could create a system.
well,
for
Facet's
it.
worse because there's a million people showering at once.
Yeah,
What's
all
wrong with the
the-
showers?
Yeah,
What's wrong with the
It's
showers?
like honeycomb
It's
showers.
yeah, but it's college.
What
There's
does that
people
mean?
showering every hour. That basically it's like a imagine like a trapezoid,
Uh huh.
Mhm.
Like
and then
this.
divided into triangles.
Yeah, there's 6 showers in there, but
Yeah.
there's only like 1 entrance on either side.
6, so there's 2 on the ends and then 4 in the middle, kind of in a
Okay.
triangle.
And isn't there just like you enter and exit either side?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but essentially there's
it's easy because like you
Is
have
the
a
problem
system-
not enough showers for the entire floor?
there's two bathrooms on each floor.
Yeah, it's not that there aren't enough. It's that you would have to like go through showers to get to other showers.
So
But
if you were showering in the middle,
if you just shower on the back 3 against the wall, like where the not where the entrances are, then you can get to any of the 3 showers and out without ever having.
but also
to go
there's
through it.
rarely more than 3.
You have to,
Rarely
like,
more than
walk-
2
walk
people
by
showering
people?
at one time.
Rare.
There's
There's
rarely more than 2 people showering at the same time.
yeah.
So that's what the issue is. You have to.
I mean, in
You
There's
say
no like
two?
shower curtain?
more than 2.
There
Yeah.
are. There are.
I
Oh,
could have.
okay.
There's 2 bathrooms on
It
each
would
floor.
only be a
first of all.
problem if there was
So
people
there's
in all 6
12
showers.
showers.
You'd have to like walk through someone's shower.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we have what 5 for our floor, and all 5 get filled almost every night.
So.
Well, every night. I'm talking about throughout the. Yeah.
I mean, even at night, like during prime time, there's never more than 3 people in the
What
shower.
is
at once.
Yeah.
time?
I don't know. Like,
But you also, if you're in that
What's our
environment,
shower?
if you're in that environment, you know that there's, maybe you take a shower at an off time or something. It's not. It was never an issue for maybe one day of the whole year. I was like, oh crap, I can't shower, and I just waited
you
10
wait like
minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, until someone's done. Unless it's Tanner and he's doing extra stuff in the shower.
We have a bidet.
It's fine.
Is the fly still there?
Yes.
If anyone was curious.
So basically, nothing has happened since we.
No, the lighting's
started
changed. Do you see it's blue now?
Oh, good notice.
Why don't we talk about
It's
that?
very
Yeah,
symbolic.
what does that mean? Yeah.
Oh.
You pointed it out, so you
Oh,
must
shoot.
know what it means.
It's become
That's
more.
basically what teachers-
Well, blue is more of a calming color, whereas
Uh-huh.
red like gives people anxiety.
Okay.
So now things chilling down.
Is it?
Because he's also chilling down because he took sleep drug from the coffee.
Oh, has he fallen asleep yet?
He's about to.
It's not your fault.
So this is like foreshadowing.
It's not mine either. No one's fault.
Thank you. Oh, wait, I have a
I'm
charger.
sorry. You have a charger?
Wait, what's
I
your
do have
phone
a
at?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can charge it not over there. This whole time? Did you actually know that?
I forgot.
So I
Okay. Can you access that?
He's gonna force Blake to stay off his phone. Get
Sometimes that's
across
a
the
good
room
thing.
to get it.
Oh, this is.
Oh no, it's like real. Okay.
Huh?
No, you don't. I mean,
But I don't need it though.
you're engaged in what's going on, unlike Ainsley, who hasn't gotten off her phone.
No, I have.
And she wonders
I
why
was
she
just
couldn't-
sending the photo.
She wonders why she can't get work done. Probably because.
I gotta get work done later after band.
You ready for the
There's
linear
band
test?
today?
I have band.
Oh, we're doing studying if you want to come.
Are you in
So
college?
not
Studying.
Yeah, I'm helping out.
he
Matt
is
and
giving me some
Ainsley.
tutoring because
For what?
I
Linear.
don't
Are you
know.
serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Really? What time?
After band, so 6:30.
I mean, I end at 5:45, so
So yeah, like 6:30 at West Village.
Really?
I need a
Okay,
lot of
I
help.
actually might
though,
come.
so
You can come.
I feel like decent about it, but it can never hurt.
Is it the second one?
You can
Yeah.
also help Ainsley, and that'll help both of you.
Well, see,
I
Ainsley
don't know
like
anything.
hasn't come to lecture. So
Yikes.
Oh, like it's not even your lecture.
And I'm still there. It is your lecture.
Honestly, you're there more than I am.
Why aren't you going to lecture? It's
She's
early.
It's 8 a.m.
It's
Yeah.
It's so early.
It's real early.
Oh my
What
goodness.
time did your school start in high school, Ainsley?
I was on the bus at 6:40.
And you can't get up for
Yeah,
For an
welcome to
8 o'clock.
college. It
No.
becomes impossible
Because
suddenly.
okay, I can wake up if it's before 6:30, but like the time from 6:30 to 7, I can't get up.
Just get up then at 6:30.
No,
What?
that's just a fake fly. It's real bad.
That's a TV budget thing, though, right?
You see that, Mr.
Oh, he's out. Wait, there's a door down there
For what?
to go outside.
Yeah, you gotta get a smoke break in, you know?
I thought they were like the basement.
Maybe it's one of those. Are you sure that was like to the outside?
I don't know. It looks like it was.
You talking about that door?
On the other side.
He's outside. He's out of the bottom.
This series loves its low angle
That's true.
shots. Ainsley, what does that mean?
I feel like that's definitely symbolic somehow. Ainsley.
What means they're looking
They're
down
looking
on
down on
something.
you, yeah.
On something. They're looking down at something.
202 and change. You okay getting home? Yeah, better. Thanks. Hang on a bit.
If anyone remembers, it's the same shot from the beginning of the episode.
Jesse.
He just got out of the car. It went through Walt's car. Come full circle.
Couldn't chance saying it inside. All I know, the lab's wired for sound. At half a pound, I said, you're all fine. Now, I'm not accused, but if. Understand? And if they ever found out,
Take a shit.
I'm just saying that I won't be able to protect you.
He's asking you to.
Is he okay to drive? I guess so.
This is the morning after almost.
Oh, you
That's
think
what the sun.
is-
That's the symbolism.
Oh, okay.
But it's not the morning. This is kind of afternoon. Because he just finished all the math.
More red.
Or maybe
Or
it was
blue.
all a dream.
Oh, now it starts blue. Oh, wow.
He's back in prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same as the beginning as well. Remember the red light?
Ooh, now there's a fly in the light.
And there we go.
Interesting episode, but I feel like didn't accomplish anything.
Hence, it was my least favorite episode of the
Okay,
series.
that was the episode that Ainsley chose to watch, even though she hates it.
I do hate it. I still hate it. I thought I would like it and appreciate it a bit more.
Okay,
Some
why didn't you
context.
like it?
Because it's... You could have achieved all that in a much shorter time.
I thought it was very unique.
Unique.
thought it was good.
Yeah.
It's a very good, just series in general, and that was a very good episode.
Okay. That's the commentary portion.
that
El
was-
Camino?
No, down for 3 hours.
I do have work to do, but I really want to watch it.
How long is it?
2 hours and 2 minutes.
2 hours, 2 minutes. Oop, we don't want to play.
Oh wait, I don't want to see the trailer. Don't spoil.
We don't want to see the trailer. Okay. Well, now we're just going to go through Tanner's history on Netflix. So, I don't know.
While I watching South Park,
We were watching The Fly. Or no, it was just called Fly.
It's just called
Breaking
Fly.
Bad's notorious.
Oh, I just watched a Black Mirror episode the other day that like, freaked me out.
Okay,
Like-
well, anyway.
Can we watch Neo Yokio?
Well, Ainsley, we gotta get going now. This is one of the longest episodes we've ever done.
What are we at right now? How long?
Actually, we're not that far. We're about
It is.
55 minutes in.
What's
It's
the longest?
probably one of the most boring episodes.
We've
Yeah,
we've
have it silenced.
We've almost
Not
got to
the
an
most
hour
boring
before,
episode.
but you guys have to get going. Blake has to start studying. What are we doing? Let's just get to it. Okay. Anything else you guys want to say before we get going?
Breaking Bad, truly transformative piece of television.
We'll
See
have-
you next week with a 2-hour review
Oh, you're
of
going
El
to be back
Camino.
on doing that?
You didn't seem like you had very much fun today, Ainsley. You were
This is
able
my
to do it
least
for
favorite
twice as
episode.
long.
I don't like this episode.
Why'd you pick it?
You picked it. I just went along with it.
We let you choose an episode, and you didn't choose.
Yeah,
an
I
episode.
think we reestablished the fact that Blake is clearly the biggest star of the podcast.
Yes. So
you.
Blake
Blake
needs to make
host it?
decisions going forward.
Can we have Blake host it instead?
Blake will be on next week, obviously.
Of course.
As long
I
as
would
you
love
keep bringing
to.
them
I'm
money.
trying to get Rachel and Steven on
Ooh, that'd
for
be
the next episode, but we'll have Blake on as well. Because
You
we need to keep Blake.
know,
on.
I saw them at Cookout the other day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
it.
it. That was the whole story.
Okay. Thanks for listening. Tanner, anything? Nope. Okay.